some of this sun, okay? Before it went down. But listen, it's been a while since I hopped on here. And I wanted to get on first and foremost to share uh my energy with you guys today. Ashe, to share the goodness, the high vibrational frequencies. Ashe. So first and foremost, let me just go ahead and sprinkle your timeline with this first. Today has been such a beautiful day, such a magical day. And I wanted to just share some insight into what the month of June is going to look like for a lot of the spiritual girlies, Ashe, which I'm sure a lot of you have already been hearing, the good news as far as, um, just the shifts that are taking place and the new identities some of us are stepping into. And a lot of us are leaving behind things that no longer serve us. I feel like shedding that will always be a part of the journey. You will hear me talk about leaving things that no longer serve you for as long as you rock out with me, okay? Because I feel like that's going to always be a part of a spiritual girly's journey is constantly, not, well, kind of, just what may align at one point may not align at another point. So I feel like in this walk, you just got to be ready and be down to detach immediately from things that are just not serving your highest good. Okay. So, without further ado, I am super appreciative for those of you who are going to chime in as the live that it is, and then as a recording that it shall soon become. Peace, peace. Thank you for tapping in. Happy June. It's June 3rd, Wednesday. I appreciate you being here, but I wanted to share a spirit from Divine Sacred Source Energy, the Great Mother, the benevolent universe, when it comes to who this resonates for, the Spiritual Girlie Collective. If that is you, if this is the message for you, then take what resonates and then what doesn't, leave it. Ashe. So let's get into it. Peace, peace, Divine Sacred Source Energy, Great Mother, benevolent universe, to my soul and spirits. What is the dominant energy for the month of June for the Spiritual Girlie Collectives? What does that look like? Ooh, peace, peace, peace. Hey, Harwinder Sandhu. This says chakra balance, which is peace. Okay, through energy, breath, and balance emerges the greatest sense of peace, Ashe. Peace. So, for the month of June, spiritual girlies, the most dominant energy that we should be focused on is peace. Having peace with ourselves, having peace with situations, having peace with things that have come to an end, having peace with new beginnings, having peace with the next chapter that is amongst us, right? Peace, peace. Oh, Lord. So, in the month of June, stay focused on peace, protecting your peace, maintaining your peace, sustaining your peace. And again, that may look like leaving things that no longer serve you and aligning with people, spaces, situations, and environments that do. Ashe, uh, on top of this cabinet. Carwinder, listen. Oh, bouncing up. Ashe, bouncing up. That is a dominant theme. That is a dominant frequency, a dominant energy for the Spiritual Girly Collectives as well in the month of June. Bossing up, okay? I know this resonates personally for me. June is going to be that magical month. I can already feel it due to what I've been intentionally involving myself with. I joined a new bestie group. I signed up for some events. I've been super intentional with my skincare business and just building the life that I wish to see, being intentional in my personal relationships. So, bossing up could also mean for a lot of the spiritual girlies right now, which is pretty much getting organized, getting structured, creating, I always say this, okay, creating an infrastructure that is going to support your magic, support the things that you do, right? We have entered into a new timeline where the old things that we used to do just it's not going to work no more. It's not going to sustain you. Um, so throughout the month of June, spiritual girlies, tap into your bossing up energy. Tap into the energy that is going to provide for you um structure. It's going to provide for you what I want. What's the word I want to use? I hate to use stability now because I feel like it's 2026. Nothing really is stable at this point. But you want to have something that is going to create a solid foundation from you, and you pretty much want to draw you want to create this solid foundation through your own creative talents, gifts, and abilities, is what I'm getting. In the month of June. The month of June is perfect for you strategizing, perfect for you planning, perfect for you putting together or getting together with like minded individuals, networking, okay? Just getting on your shit in totality. Ashe? Peace, peace. Thank you guys so much for tapping into this live. I so appreciate it. I'm Natasha, your fellow spiritual girly covenant. Okay, just coming through with a message from my divine spiritual girlies. Tapping into what is the dominant energy for the month of June. Okay. We know June is a magical time. It's right before summer officially. I feel like in the warmer months, you do have more like opportunities. More people are outside. There's more social events going on. You know what I mean? It's more faces you need to see and come across. Ashe. So June June is a very potent month. I feel like May was the opener, and June is just gonna come in and literally provide with those who are open and willing. Um, Opportunities, prosperous opportunities, like new connections, new relationships. Okay. Ooh. Also, keep in mind, June is not pretty much a month where you sacrifice. Even though this is the sacrifice card, and a lot of times people want to think about, okay, so I need to make further sacrifices. No, 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 no. The energy for June is listen, the universe is literally about to pay you for the previous sacrifices that you made, spiritual girlies. You're not going to have to sacrifice your time. You're not going to have to pick one over the other. Okay. This energy is June is think big energy, move big energy. Okay. It's no more sacrifices. You're actually about to be paid again for the current or the previous sacrifices that you've already made. No more sacrifices. Right now, we are aligning with things that are for us. We are aligning with people. We are aligning with situations. Okay. Like I told y'all, I joined this bestie group and I'm super excited. I'm an Aquarius sun, right? So I am solo a lot, but I am being more intentional when it comes to building the community that I want for myself, building the community that I see for myself offline and online, but definitely offline. So I say that to say this is a season, spiritual girlies, where a lot of the things that we have been working towards are here, right? It is literally here. Okay, this is as long as you stay the course, as long as you stay consistent, as long as you stay down, as long as you stay in tune and in divine alignment, as long as you stay true. Okay, another thing that I'm getting for the month of June, too, spiritual girlies, is truth. Operating in your truth, operating in your truth, okay? Operating in your truth, speaking your truth, okay? Don't be afraid to be who you are. Don't be afraid to stand on what you stand on. Don't be afraid to speak up for the things that you believe in and the things that you want to see, okay? It's a month for tapping into the inner child. And I don't mean when I say tapping into the inner child, okay, we're not talking about necessarily the trauma. We're talking about tapping into the inner child because the inner child is a lot more playful. Your inner child is a lot more open to meeting new people. Your inner child is a lot more curious about the world, okay? The inner child is going to get you out of your comfort zone and get you out and about this summer, okay? It is time for you to be seen. It is time for you to show up. Your inner child, too, is this like very playful, innocent type of energy. If you think about children, if you think about children playing, right? When they are in the same vicinity of other children, they're not afraid to talk to them. They're not afraid to speak to them. Some kids, if they're hopefully have great parents, have great parenting, they pretty much just want to play. right? So June is about tapping into your inner child, okay? It is about allowing yourself to play around with different experiences, to play around with different ideas, pretty much to get you up out of your comfort zone. Ashe, and I'm gonna pull one more card for the Spiritual Girlie Collective in the month of June. Before we close out, I didn't want to take up too much of y'all time. We already at the 10-minute mark. So June again, Spiritual Girlies is you about to be rewarded for all of the sacrifices, your previous sacrifices, right? As long as you boss up, create those infrastructures, create that foundation that's going to support your magic, ashe, and protect your peace. Protect your peace, but be the peace. Not only protect your peace, but be the peace. Stay out of drama, stay out of chaotic situations, stay out of situations that are gonna get you further away from your goal, that's gonna veer you further away from your goal. Ashe. And last but not least, neglect. Stop neglecting yourself in June. Okay. This is a month of self-care. Okay. We are not putting ourselves to the side anymore. Okay. We are not putting ourselves or putting things and other people before us. Okay. We are definitely honoring the self care because self care is spiritual in itself. Ashe. So, again, spiritual girlies, June is such a beautiful and magical month for those who are staying in alignment and staying attuned, for those who are staying consistent, for those who have previously did the work and are doing the work. The month of June is about to show you, okay? It's about to show you that everything that you've done, it is paying off. It is coming together, right? But keep in mind, through this busyness, don't neglect yourself. Don't neglect your self care. Don't neglect your spiritual work because it is about to be a busy month. People are outside. Pop up shops are happening. Events are happening. You know what I mean? Healing retreats are happening. So just keep that in mind. Self care, be aware, stay attuned and aligned. Ashe. Tap into the inner child. Stay in your inner child because, again, an inner child is open and willing to be creative and at play. No more sacrifices. You are being paid for the things that you've done previously in this time. I do appreciate you guys for watching. Thank you so much for tapping in. For those of you who are interested in a 101 reading, tap the link in my bio. My website is Natural You Cosmetics. Click book a service. I do intuitive coaching services as well as tarot and oracle readings. I have a list of services that you guys can select from. Share this video with those who might want to hear it. Okay. It is the month of June. Spiritual girlies, especially my air signs. It's up. Peace.